Good morning, everyone, or good evening if you are in Australia, as Lisa is, who I'm about to chat with. Welcome to this series of interviews with my Backstage members. You may have seen that my Backstage membership, the doors opened last night for enrolment, and they're going to be closing on Tuesday. So if you haven't yet taken a look at Backstage, you want to learn more, I will pop the link above this video. But also, I've got Lisa with me today, who's going to be talking about her experience inside Backstage. So welcome, Lisa. Thank you for coming and chatting with us.
Not a problem.
Do you want to just walk us through how you found breaking ballet in the first place all that time ago?
Yeah, all that time ago, yeah. So I'd retired from, well, not really retired. I'd given up a sport that I had done for many, many years and felt like there was something missing. I couldn't find something that really filled the gap and knew I had to do something for my health, but just couldn't find the right thing. And this ad came up for this 5-day abs challenge, and I went, And I looked at it and I read it and I sort of thought, oh, that's interesting. I might give it a go. And the more that I read about it, the more I thought, well, yeah, this actually makes sense. We're not, Sarah's not claiming to make you from, as I call it, flubber to flat in, 5 days. But there's a process, and the more I read about it, the more I was like, wow, yeah, this is something that can work for me, and it has. So,
fantastic. Yeah. So you joined the 5-day abs challenge all that time ago, and during that process, I will have opened the doors to Backstage. And what was it then that made you decide to join?
Okay, so well, as you mentioned at the start, I'm from Australia, so obviously there's an currency exchange rate issue, and I sort of looked at it and I did my thumbs and I was like, well, the Backstage, the Backstage group offers not only the workouts, but there's the healthy eating, there's the mindset stuff, there's a whole range of stuff. And I sort of thought about it and I went, well, if I was in Australia and I paid for a dietitian and I paid for a personal trainer and I paid for, some therapy or mindfulness or whatever it is, I would be paying so much more than I would for a year's membership in Backstage. So I just thought, I can't lose. And even if it doesn't work out, it's like, well, what have I lost, really? Nothing.
Yeah. So, and it did work out because you're still here. And, I've watched your journey and I know the transformations you've experienced, but do you want to just share what your experience has been like while you've been in Backstage, what wins you've had, what you enjoy about it? Just share a bit more.
Well, I was pretty much a couch potato. And I say that not because I was lazy, but because I worked a lot, as you know. And then I'd be just like, oh, too tired. I can't do anything. So there's been a big shift in my mind that as far as actually working out, I have been able to work out, and I've realised, I've learnt that I can do it. I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to go to a class or whatever. I've got this group and I can fit in what I can fit in. And so some days it might be 10 or 15 minutes. Some days it might be an hour. It all depends, and there's that flexibility. So there's that. I've made so many friends, none of them that I've actually met in person, of course, and certainly with a group that's based in England, and I'm over the other side of the world. But yeah, so many friends that we can share and we can be open with about whatever we like. We can joke and we can be serious and be really heartfelt at sometimes too. So
And
great.
you've got the nickname Lisa in the future, I think. Debs gave you that because you're always, it's our Friday morning now, it's your Friday evening, so you're always one step ahead of us.
And it was quite funny, like starting the challenge, I was like, oh yeah, it starts Monday. I really want to get, and then I turned on, was like, this isn't being released until, 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, oh, I don't get to see it till 3:30 or whatever it is. So I was like, oh, we'll do something else then.
Yeah. We've got lots of ladies from Australia inside Backstage as well, and it's lovely. It's lovely to have so many people from all over the world as well, and have that environment where people can make friends where you wouldn't ordinarily have met either.
No, exactly.
And what do you love most about Backstage, do you think?
I think that the camaraderie and the support is definitely right up there. I used to do, I sort of still in a kind of a way do calisthenics, but it's not quite the same as what I used to. I was very much team orientated. And so, and I really miss that because I was someone prior to coming to Backstage who was like, oh yeah, if I'm going to meet somebody, I won't let them down. But if I have to rely on myself, I can put it off. It'll be all right. I'm not upsetting anybody. But I've now got this team environment, even though my performance or my workout doesn't affect anybody else, I still feel accountable to everybody else by saying, yep, I did my workout today.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're all good.
So you've got that tribe and those people supporting you as well. And you've gone from feeling like a couch potato to tell me how Backstage and the workouts are making you feel.
Oh, heaps better. I mean, I do have my injuries, but that's a whole another thing. And I think that's from pushing my body too hard and not listening to my body when I was younger. So I've got areas of weakness that play up every now and then. But it's just great. Like I look forward to doing my workouts. I actually make time to do my workouts. I get out a little bit earlier than I probably need to, just so that I can do my workouts.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah,
you're finding that consistency as well.
Exactly.
And what would you say, Lisa, to people that are listening to this that are thinking about Backstage, they're not sure, wondering what they should do? What would you say to them?
I'd say just go for it. Like there's so much in there. Like and even just like the other things, like just the camaraderie, stuff like the book club and the other sort of, the jokes that we have and, people posting funny memes and saying it's them and all this sort of stuff, just all that stuff. It really brightens your day. Like, I could be having a long, tough day at work or something. And then I see someone posted a picture of themselves dancing through the beach or, falling off something else, or, and it just like, it just gives you such a boost, and you're like, oh, yep, and just supporting each other and seeing how everybody else is progressing. It's just great.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you so much, Lisa, for chatting with us and sharing that experience. I really appreciate it. I know that you're at the end of your week, at the end of Friday. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll speak to you soon. And for those people that are watching, I will post the link so that you can read more about Backstage and come and join us. The doors are closing on Tuesday. So if you do have any questions, please do drop me a message either underneath this video, or you can email me at sarah@breakingballet.com. Thank you, Lisa. We'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.